The Bishopsgate Goodsyard was a railway terminal built in 1840. It was destroyed by fire in 1964. Some of the viaduct remains after the Braithwaite arches were saved thanks to English heritage and Prince Charles. The East London line was built across the site and Shoreditch Overground Station. Some of the outside walls are still here, and at the front the aureole is in a box, waiting to be restored. On the top of the viaduct is a wild green space, with no humans around. The Goodsyard is a 10.5-acre site in the boroughs of Hackney and Tower Hamlets, surrounded by 5 conservation areas, including the Boundary Estate, England's first council estate, and it is very close to the City of London. In 1996, the Corporation of London invented the city fringe, so they could build offices outside the city boundary by giving funds to the hard-up boroughs next door. Their first conquest was Spitalfields Market, owned by Hammerson and run by Ballymore, and they wanted more. Steered by the City of London, a Goodsyard master plan was drawn up with help from Mayor Ken Livingstone. Then Railtrack, the owners of the site, collapsed, and in 2002, in the Railtrack sell-off, Hammerson got hold of the Goodsyard, paying £63 million for 24 properties. Moving north from Spitalfields, the Goodsyard would be Hammerson's prize. Broadgate Tower was built at the edge of the city. More towers were planned west of the site, and in the end, some were built. In 2014, Hammerson and Ballymore put in a planning application for 7 residential towers and a giant office building. Community petitions gathered 11,000 names, including a petition by Jules Pipe, Mayor of Hackney, who was totally against the scheme. The developers asked Mayor Boris Johnson to take away decision-making powers from the 2 boroughs, thinking that Boris would surely wave through their plans. But in 2016, Boris Johnson's planning officers said they could not give approval. The developers withdrew, and then Sadiq Khan became mayor. Everyone thought the planning application would be killed off by the new mayor, but it has stayed at City Hall, with Jules Pipe now head of planning. Beginning in the 1980s, when consulted, the local community has given its views, and the community has always said, "We are not part of the city. We are not a city fringe. The East End is a different place with a different history and different needs.